Greetings, everyone. I have like no prior preparations for this. I'm just doing this right now so I could get my thoughts, so I can give you guys my thoughts on everything. I'm gonna sound a bit nervous. I'm gonna sound a bit like I'm gonna stutter a lot. So just excuse that, cause kind of shocked right now. But that's okay. That's okay. So, as you guys might have known, I'm just gonna have my screen on Discord because I don't have anything better to do. As you guys might know, I got exposed. Got a fucking exposed doc on me. Pretty much just going over how I'm homophobic, I'm racist, just a big old piece of shit overall. Not only do they include me in there, the two people who were previous developers of Roblox Wiki, Archive and Viva, they also decided to rope in the co-owner of Roblox Wiki, Rasmus E. Pro, into this. So not only do they want to pick a fight with me, but they just drag my best friend along. So, needless to say, I'm annoyed at them. I'm a little how do I say this? Just I'm a little displeased. So I'm just gonna have this in Discord right now. Okay. You see, the main issue that I have with this document is the majority, no, not even the majority, all of the information that they show in it is out of context. You heard me right here. Now, you could say like, oh, well, that's a typical like exposed doc response, right? But please, ask. Just ask around the Roblox Wiki developers. Ask around some of my close friends. And they'll tell you. And they'll tell you. Half of the shit mentioned in this document, and I'm gonna swear, by the way. You know that I have no filter. I'm gonna swear. Half of the shit mentioned in this document, I thought was settled. But it wasn't. I don't care if it's late. I don't care if I'm not gonna get that many views. I'm gonna keep this stream up, and I'm gonna keep going. And I'm just gonna dissect this whole thing right in front of y'all. I've already been interviewed. Well, I guess interviewed. I've been asked around what one of my members of Roblox Wiki, and I've explained everything to them. I've also explained everything to my close friends, and well, yeah, Ryu is in the chat. There's a good word thing specifically in the message searcher, so full context isn't really there. Yep. To give the short of it, before I get into the fucking weeds of it, this document paints me as some homophobic, racist piece of shit, as I said. They also go over of how I do nothing for Roblox Wiki, despite me pretty much managing the YouTube channel, all of the social media now, and also being the main builder behind literally all of the Roblox Wiki projects. If y'all don't believe that, go ahead and ask any of my developers, please. I'm gonna keep saying that a lot, because it's true. I apologize if it seems like I'm relying on other people to back up my claims, but it's true, literally. Just go ahead, ask the developers, ask the members, ask my friends. Are the legal adult allegations true? No, I'm 16. I read through that on the document. I have no fucking idea where they got that, bro. I'm 16. My date of birth is December 11th, 2008. Again, sorry if I'm stuttering. I'm turning 17 next month, actually. But I am not a legal adult. No. I don't know where they got that. That is just straight up lies. That is actually just straight up slander, bro. Loki, they just pulled that slander card. And I know, I bet these two motherfuckers are gonna be watching that. I bet these two motherfuckers are watching that. Or are watching this. I mean. Again, sorry if I'm nervous. I'm gonna be apologizing a lot. And like, dude, Cheesy, Viva, I know you two are watching. So, buckle your seatbelt, cause, well, there's a response. That's right, baby. Official Flaming Stone response. I'm gonna be eating a sandwich in the middle of this, cause I'm hungry. So, excuse that. Now, let's start with the document itself. Over here, at the top. I'm gonna be dissecting this whole fucking thing. Oh, I accidentally opened Word. I did not mean to do that. My apologies. Don't worry about being nervous or starting. Yeah, the thing is, my projects are kind of on the line. So, you know. These two did a little bit of a number on me. So, I gotta give it to them. Huge props. Huge props. Before we begin, I got a little bit sidetracked with everything I was just saying, because again, I'm nervous. No, I'm not homophobic. I'm not racist. I'm not a legal adult. They bring up the suicide thing, and I will get into that. I will get into the fucking weeds of that. And you can ask Pepsi, who is in the chat. Pepsi, I beg of you, stay a little bit so you can back me up on this. So, yeah, this came out of nowhere. Yeah, I was offline today. This entire situation happened while I was offline. Because I actually, today, completely unrelated to this whole topic, I was celebrating I was doing like an early birthday celebration for my 17th birthday with my friends IRL, who I'd like to go on record and say, lesbian, trans, gay. So, just so you know. Shit, man. I'm a little nervous in here. Okay. I never thought the day would come where I'm doing a fucking response video to two of my closest friends, by the way. So needless to say, this kind of feels like a little bit of a backstab. Kind of heartbroken. Woe is me. But anyways. Yeah, somebody's in here in the document with me. I have 13 battery left. I should probably charge it. So hold on. Let me plug in my charger. Again, sorry this all taking a while. This is just such not the best time to be doing a response, but hey, who gives a shit, am I right? Anyways. Flaming Stone under the usernames of Scott, Insanely Flame, or Absolute Spookfist, whatever. Well, first of all, they bring up normalized homophobia and racism. With stuff like this, with Ryu. Here, I'm gonna go into this, and Ryu's in the chat who can back me up. To anybody who joined or who was in Roblox Wiki prior to it blowing up because of the Audit-WAV collab, you all know that calling Ryu gay, or the gayest, like saying like, oh, he is the gayest server member, calling him that was an inside joke between the developers, some people in the community, and my friends. I'm gonna go on call with some of my friends in here so they can actually back me up during the stream. So hopefully you can actually still hear that you've seen since then in this doc. Yep. Back in the day. Anyways. Most of the stuff that are said about me saying like, oh, gay and this, gay that, right, are inside jokes. Please, Ryu, like, just, you can back me up on this. It's, there were, holy fuck, I am stressing this shit out right now. Just taken out of context, that's literally the best way I can put it. I'm sorry if I'm not doing like the most concrete shit right now. My brain is all over the place. I have a bunch of eyes on me. Well, I guess 8 people, but yeah. Yeah, there he goes in the chat. Good majority of those are inside jokes. I'm gay. If I wasn't comfortable with it, I would have told him to stop. And if you told me to stop, I would have stopped. I'm not the only one who does this, by the way. Many of my other friends that are featured in my YouTube videos have continued with this inside joke. So, yeah. more of the inside jokes here. Also, just about Forsaken, they also bring up Forsaken stuff, which I really don't know why my opinion on the Forsaken community has anything to do with the petty beef they got on me and stuff. See, I'm sorry about that. My mom walked in at a horrible time. All of the petty stuff is like, no, like, I want to speak on video about this. Like, I want to go on video about this because I feel like the best way I can say this with my voice. The best way I can say it is if y'all see me doing it live on fucking camera. I have no idea why my opinion on the Forsaken community is relevant to this. My opinion on Forsaken's community has been severely tainted. I don't want to sound homophobic, but I just would like to ask a question. Yeah, the chat is so delayed. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't fix that. Stream delay has been a part of my streams for a while. I'm gonna ask all of you a question, and I want you to answer truthfully in the chat. Is it really wrong for me to be uncomfortable that everything I see about the Forsaken community is just really weird stuff and just gay porn? Please answer me in the chat, everyone. I need to know if that's really wrong and if it's valid for that to be tainting my reputation on that community overall. The old TikTok videos, yeah. Not to mention, we're talking about the same community who made Spawn SM. Unrelated, but just putting that out there. Putting that on the table. Food for thought. Again, just more about this. Oh yeah, they also bring up this. I'm gonna be so dead ass when I say this. What the fuck is this? I have never seen me post this. Like, no. I generally have no fucking idea where this image comes from or where they got it from. It's just like, I don't know what kind of proof is this. It's just the Roblox wiki, like the old logo for the server, and just this image. And please, anybody with a browser, search Harvard Universite meme. Hold on. Here, check it out. I'm gonna show you all where they got that image from. Look right here. I'm sorry to bring up the word. I'm just gonna put my cursor over it. Look right here. Reddit. Oh my god. Wow. This is a meme. And it's a pretty old one too at that. See where they got the image? And they're saying that, as far as I'm aware, as far as I've been told, they're saying that I'm the one who was holding that card. Which, like, if you've seen me on camera before, if you're one of my friends, if you've seen me, then, like, yeah. So I have no idea where this comes from. About this, I already talked with Pepsi, who is also in the chat here. The word Negro, like, this is gonna be such a lame fucking comeback, low-key. But, like, the word Negro means a color in my language. If y'all don't know, I'm Mexican. The word Negro means literally black. Yes, I'm aware that this is where the goddamn N-word came from. But if you stop and search the document, they don't ever show any real proof of me saying the actual N-word. They bring up multiple claims that I have said it in calls. And this image, though they never show anything. They never show any proof. If Ryu is in the chat, he can confirm, and he has confirmed to Pepsi, I believe, that it didn't make him uncomfortable that I called him that. This screenshot, actually, you might tell that it's different from the rest, which are like this and stuff. is because this screenshot originates from Ryu himself. You want to know why he took the screenshot? Because he found it funny. Yeah, admit, like, not the best look. I wish I could VC with you in the stream, but I have to sleep right now. Maybe we could VC in another time with Ian and Christian. Yeah, I was VCing with my friends. Just so y'all know. But anyways, back to the document. Back to me dissecting this bullshit. Also, they bring up this. I'm gonna get into this. Hold on. They bring up me telling Viva as a joke out of nowhere. I just felt like DMing somebody random one day, right? I messaged them, what if we killed a white man? I'm white, by the way. I'm pretty sure you guys could tell, but did they ever talk to you about any of this before making the doc? No. This doc got released while I was offline. They did this while I was completely offline and unaware. They both blocked me, and nah, they did not. This just came up as a surprise to me. I got home from my early birthday party and just, whoop, looks like I'm getting exposed. They didn't talk to any of the devs either, by the way. This of what if we killed a white man? To anybody watching the stream, please look up Key and Peele, The Shining. Matter of fact, I'm about to pull it up right now. Hold on. Key and Peele, The Shining. This is a fucking skit from Comedy Central, by the way. This is where I got it from. You wanna see why? You wanna know why? Here, hold on. Let me just let the ad go by real quick. Sorry about that.
So your office
Hold on.
is be okay.
Here.
That white man.
That's where I got it from. There. I was watching that. Need I say more? Let's keep going. I'm sorry if this is so messy. I'm just giving my raw thoughts on this. No script, no nothing prior. Also, they bring up this, making fun of autistic people. Guys, I am so sorry. I am so sorry for not making a big deal out of this on my profile or ever making it public. Everybody, I would like to say it right now, if I haven't said it before, or if you weren't in the know. Guys, I'm on the spectrum. I'm sorry I'm not, like, putting on my profile constantly or just mentioning everywhere, hey, by the way, I have ADHD. Hey, by the way, I have ADHD. Guys, did you know that I have ADHD? I'm sorry. I don't have exactly ADHD, but I'm on the spectrum. My parents have told me. So, me just making fun of people, like, again, this is out of context, just me poking fun, not even in a malicious way, of people who are like, guys, look at me, I'm so silly and gubby and stuff. Not even in a malicious way. Anyways. Also this, out of context. Where are my rights, Viva? This image comes from inside Viva server when I didn't have image perms. So I made the joke of me saying like, oh, where are my rights? Cause like fucking image perms. I wasn't even trying to reference any racist stuff or any like black people stuff. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to phrase it right. I'm sorry. But again, like just out of context much. Same thing with this. Suicide threat for leverage. This is where we're gonna get into the fucking weeds. Emily thinks of black people. No, by the way, they're calling me racist in this? Hold on. Let me pull something up. In Roblox Wiki. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's yeah. Oh! Oh my god. And they're calling me racist. Woo! 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 And they're calling me racist, by the way. Just so you know, there's gonna be a part where Archive / Cheesy comes into this too. They're not saints, by the way. He also has posted memes of George Floyd. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, Viva calls me racist, and, well, this. I'm sorry, I'm taking a bite of a sandwich right now. Most unprofessional comeback ever. I'm gonna close YouTube. I'm gonna check my DMs real quick. Skibbity livestream, yep, thank you. Anyways. We're gonna get into this. First things first. Flame became the co-lead out of guilt tripping literally days before asking and annoying me to join. When it comes to PonFest, I knew Vivo had been working on a game similar to Brick Battler after that got cancelled. Can I have a bite of your sandwich? Sure. I told him, hey, if you ever need the help with builds, I'm your guy. And guess what? He reached out to me and I accepted. So I became a dev. Okay? When's your birthday, by the way? December 11th, 2008. So that also checks out that I'm not a legal adult. Anyways. All of this happened a year ago or so when PonFest got canceled. Speaking of, before we get into that, he says that I became the co-lead out of guilt tripping. I'm gonna see if I can find the DMs after the stream, because I don't want to seem more unprofessional than I already am, bro. But, like, Viva asked me if I wanted to become the co-lead of PonFest, and I accepted. Not only that, after PonFest got canceled, the current Roblox Wiki group was the original PonFest group. He gave me ownership of that without any prior notice whatsoever. Just out of the fucking blue, I found out I was the owner of that group. Why? Never gave me an explanation. But anyways. When PonFest got cancelled, I was pissed. I will say this. PonFest was undergoing development and was cancelled when I was starting college and when I was in junior high. I don't want this to sound like I want you guys to give me pity or anything, because really, it's not supposed to be that, whatever, or like whatsoever. I'm fucking sorry. It's tired, late, whatever. Anyways. I was going through a horrible time in my life when developing PonFest. PonFest was kind of my escape to reality, if you want to call it like that. If that's what you're willing to call it, then yeah, the thing that was just keeping me going was PonFest and the Kyoji community. I left high school, and well, when I was in high school, I had suicidal thoughts. Just not gonna hide it. And to everybody here, I'm gonna bring it up because they bring it up in the document. Like, I'm so sorry for not making the problems and my suicidal thoughts that I had in high school public. Sorry for not wanting to share that out loud and fucking proud, okay? But anyways, one day I got home from just a random event I was having with the first friends I had made in a while, to find, hey, PonFest is fucking canceled. I was still going through a little bit of a rocky time back then, so needless to say, I wasn't thinking straight. I was mad, and I was fucking pissed. I was furious when I found out that PonFest got canceled. I'll admit it. Was it wrong for me to do? Yes. But I was foolish. I wasn't thinking straight. And a thing that they don't show in this document was, or well, first off, they call me like a legal adult, just threatening minors with suicide. Buddy, I'm 100% sure that I was 15 at the time. Not 100% sure. Like, no, dude, like, not pretty sure. Like, it was a year ago. I was 15. I'm 16 now. Yes, I was 15 at the time. But why would they want to slander him? Petty. They're petty. They're just petty motherfuckers. I'm pretty sure I was the youngest up there who were okay with it. After the dust had settled of me being angry at PonFest getting cancelled, I apologized to both Viva and Archive. Or geez, I'm gonna call them Archive because that is their username. That is how I know them by. I apologize to both of them. Do they ever show me apologizing at any moment for any of the stuff they say or they show me doing? No. Of course they don't, because they want to show me in a bad light. Of fucking course they don't. No, they don't. Y'all can go check. Not a single... No, wait, no. I'm fucking wrong. They do show me apologizing. But that doesn't fucking matter. What are they appealing about? Did you do anything to them? Well, pretty much all the shit they list off here. But guess what? This is all past shit that I have apologized for. They're just bringing it up, God knows why. Out of fucking nowhere. Yo, Flame, you gotta talk about the end where they basically cry about not hanging out with you. Oh no, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that like right after I'm done with this. So yeah, pretty much I apologize to them for what I did. I was foolish. I wasn't thinking straight. And I do regret my actions from back then. But it was a year ago. It's been a while since PonFest happened. It's been a fucking while. Flame, why do you think they made this doc? Honestly, man, I don't know. I feel like most of this shit could have been settled in DMs, if I'm being honest. But just... What was PonFest exactly? PonFest was a game supposed to be like Brick Battler. If anybody knows that game, I'm pretty sure I need no explanation. If not, Brick Battler was like an FPS game, story mode. It was made by a pedophile, so it got cancelled. They like Shotokan, but whatever. PonFest was meant to be like a better version of that. And it got cancelled. You want to know why it got cancelled? It was because Viva just decided, man, fuck this, I don't want to work on this anymore. He could have handed the project over to somebody else, but he just decided to fucking cancel it. But whatever. Moving on. As I said, I apologized. Shows it here. You can go through the doc yourself. I'm just kind of going over the basics. Also, another thing that I'd like to point out is he calls one of my canceled projects shitty. Right here, he puts another one of his shitty projects in my face. This was after the dust had settled. So, again, I would like to ask all of you in the chat, all 10 people watching the stream right now. After I had apologized, after the dust had settled, was it really that wrong to just share one of my canceled projects with him? Please, answer honestly. No bias, no nothing. Just tell me straight up. Was it really that wrong? See? No. Yes, how dare you? Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Wow. I'm so fucking evil for just wanting to share a project. I didn't even shove it in his face. I just like put like, oh hey, little teaser. That's it. I don't think I ever mentioned it again with him. But who cares? Here it is. Flame is a legal adult. No, the fuck I'm not. I'm 16. Harassment to my partner. Here's the thing. Completely unrelated, but it came to a lot of people as a surprise that Archive and Viva were dating. I had known about this for fucking months, probably even a year. And, like, I was supportive of this. Like, I generally told Archive, like, hey, are you into Viva? And she said, yeah. And I'm like, oh, cool. Happy for you, man. Whew. Here's where the fucking kicker begins. Here's where the shit happens. Alright. Personal calls. She says that in some of her personal calls with me, I've said the N-word 2 times by now. Does she ever bring up evidence for this? No. Have I ever said the N-word? No. They do not bring up evidence for this whatsoever. They claim multiple times that I've said the actual N-word, bring up one screenshot that, yes, it could look like I was trying to be offensive. But again, if you ask Ryu, he wasn't offended by it. And they do not ever bring up any proof whatsoever of me saying the N-word. Alright? It's a he said, she said argument. It gets glossed over pretty quickly. Yeah. They just throw it in there. They just fucking throw it in there like it's nothing. Just, hey, he said the N-word 2 times, by the way. Makes me racist. One of which I was in call with Flame, and he said where Rasmus were in. I called him out on this, and Rasmus was just trying to laugh it off. Here's where I'm gonna get pissed. Here's where I'm gonna get fucking pissed, okay? I apologize to everybody watching this right now, but I am actually very angry over this. Sorry about that. Like, Viva, Archive, if you're fucking watching this, pick your fights with me. You can say whatever the fuck you want about me, okay? Pick your fucking fights with me. Expose me all you want. Don't bring my best friend into this. Here's why I'm fucking pissed, everybody. Here's why I'm up to the fucking shits right now. Here's why I have the shits with them. With this whole document and the situation as a whole. Not only are they slandering me with out-of-context screenshots, avoiding the complete fact that for most of the issues in here, I have apologized. And they contradict themselves, by the way. We're gonna get into that. We're like, you guys are gonna see. But they bring up my best friend Rasmus. I have known Rasmus for almost a decade. He is probably one of the closest people, one of the closest bonds that I have formed on Discord, on the internet, with anybody. And it fucking angers me. It just pisses me off that they just bring him in here for no reason. You want to know why they bring him in here? Because he was in one of the streams mentioned in this video. One stream I made. We're gonna get into that. As I said, Viva, Archive, if you're watching this, you can say whatever the fuck you want about me. Don't bring my friends into this. Like, don't be a dick, bro. And that's rich coming from me, man. Because apparently I did all the shit you say in here. But whatever. They also bring up this, that if they call me out on my own bullshit, he will alternate to using insults. They don't show proof of this whatsoever. Oh, what the fuck? Why is Geometry Dash opened on my... Oh my god. Geometry Dash jump scare. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm fucking sorry. Oh my god. Jesus. Fucking Geometry Dash. Mid-response video. Okay. The nefarious rage of Geometry Dash. Yup. That was loud. Yep. I'm sorry about that, everybody. back to we're getting fucking sidetracked. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're getting sidetracked. They see that they call me out on my own bullshit, and like I just bring up insults, and that I can't take criticism and whatever. They don't show proof of this. Same thing with the N-word stuff. They don't show proof of this. Here's the thing. I was wanting to get into this. Archive says that she joins a live stream and that she started saying, Flame, don't fumble this again. She sugarcoated this so fucking hard. And please go back to this stream that is still up on my YouTube channel. Here's for my case. Exhibit A. On my live stream called 100%ing Rasmus Validation Deluxe, or Rasmus Validation Deluxe, the 100% run, something like that, still on my YouTube channel. I was playing a game that Rasmus dedicated for me called Rasmus Validation Deluxe, which is a very frustrating hobby. You can see it in the stream. Archive joins and she starts saying stuff like, Flame, don't fumble this. Yeah, she did say don't fumble this. But she doesn't go over the fact that she was saying shit like, hey, you've been at this for an hour. Oh my god, you're so slow. Skill issue. Stuff like that. I told Archive that, as a joke, by the way, as a joke, it might have been the tone. It might have been the tone, by the way. I told her as a joke, if you think you're so good, why don't you take a crack at it, huh? If you think you're the top shit, why don't you take a crack at it? Friendly fire. Is it really that wrong? If somebody's telling me you're so slow, skill issue, you've been at this for an hour, for me to just say like midstream, oh yeah, take a crack at it if you think you're better than me. You're so good if I'm so slow, right? What's it wrong? What's it wrong? Please, everybody, tell me. Okay, now, they were saying we were getting a bit too cocky, and here is the screenshot where they contradict themselves. I'm gonna zoom in on this, actually, so y'all can see it. She shows her, right here, y'all can see it. Skill issue, dog, I was the first one to beat, like, she was also bringing up stuff like, oh, I'm not gonna play this because I was the first one to beat your hobby, Brain Space Dinners, which is completely unrelated to the stream whatsoever. I don't know why she was bringing that up. I don't know. Yeah, Flame, don't fumble this again. Whatever. Stuff like that. I'm gonna ask another question. Is saying skill issue and don't fumble this again criticism? What criticism were they giving me while I was just playing an hobby? Please, and anybody, step up and answer. Is it criticism? Is it valid criticism? No. Don't think it is. Don't think it is. They also, I find this really funny that they show me apologizing right here. This wasn't the full apology because I had to settle this in DMs because right after I told this to Archive, oh my god. Yeah, she didn't go over this in the document at all. She went into the developer channels, the announcement channels, or I don't remember if it was dev shit posts or whatever, on Roblox Wiki, and she's like, oh, I'm arguing with Flame on stream right now. I'm arguing with Flame, type shit like that, right? Flame, do you take college credit classes? No. No, I don't. But that's unrelated. I don't want to talk about my college life right now. I had to forcefully, not forcefully, I was just telling Archive, let's settle this in DMs. This does not have to be public. Because it was a minor issue. It was a very minor issue. And she shows me saying here, and I quote, you said don't fumble this. Okay, yeah, that's more of a comment than anything. Also, sorry if the whole think you're top shit seemed like an insult because I wasn't even trying to insulting you or anything. I wasn't even trying to insult you or anything. Probably my tone of voice or something, but I was fucking joking whenever I said that, plus mad because I kept dying at the dumbest hobby. I know that sounds like a lame excuse, but it was true, man. Friendly fire. I wasn't trying to insult her, nor just do anything malicious. I don't know, man. Let's see here. She brings up again. Called him out for saying the N-word. Just bringing Rasmus back into it. And here's the thing. She brings up the fact that I poked jokes at her because she reposted like tweets of object shows with like captions like, oh no, the character name here, like, oh, don't do this to me in public, like, oh, let them know you're mine, I'm gonna like fuck you in public and shit. And she's like, yeah, but like every fandom has that. My man, bro, I'm sorry, what have I been missing out on? Like, I'm getting a fucking aneurysm. Every fandom has that. No. Sorry, man. I poked fun at her, yes. And I apologized to her after she told me, like, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this. I apologized to her. To this day, ever since she told me to stop doing it, I stopped. And I was under the impression that we had gone over that this was just all settled, right? That she had no more issues with that because I hadn't brought up any more object show jokes about her. I thought she was fine with that. Like, I thought, like, we had gone over it, just gotten over it. But apparently not. Apparently, she is still so fucking pissed at me for that. And Archive, again, if you're watching this, couldn't you have just told me that you were still so pissed after what? Like, that was fucking last year, man. That was fucking while ago. You could have easily told me in DMs, I'm still pissed for what you did. Sorry that you couldn't move on. I'm sorry. But anyways. Also another thing. She never shows me apologizing. She just sends this cropped screenshot of me sending this GIF. Flame argues like child, not only does whatever. Rasmus also excuses Flame for being a genuinely horrible person. Again, bringing my friend into this. I think there's like no low-key nobody ever oh my god, I can't talk, I'm so fucking stressed. I think there's low-key nobody watching the stream right now. But whatever. He still did this before the call between us. He tried to dismiss saying the end again. Also out of context. This was me poking fun at her back then. Was it like a little bit rude? Yes. I can see how you can say like, okay, well maybe you were being a bit rough. The thing is, they don't ever show me apologizing to her. They don't ever state that I apologized to her for that. And that we had just gone over it. That we just moved on from the topic entirely. Do you think he said Negro call? I said that once. I'm gonna go scroll back up. I said that once here. To Ryu. Who wasn't offended by it. So there's that. This part is separate from the harassment, but I still find it important enough to mention. I would like to bring up a specific instance where there's still the thumbnail artist for Roblox, and I know that I could, and I know and acknowledge that because I was still figuring out my style. Last year, around the middle of November, I sent a message to Flame asking him to temporarily pass my work on to A, as my dog was going to get pooped down soon. I want to talk about this. Well, I want to talk about the whole thing, but whatever. When she told me this, as we see in this screenshot, this was the first time of me figuring out that, or like, this was when I found out about this. She had told me nothing prior about her dog getting put down. Archive complains constantly in this document that she's done so much for Roblox Wiki and that I just discredit her work and like it's nothing and that it didn't give her anything to work with. Archive was supposed to be the thumbnail artist for Somblocks. She did one thumbnail, which I'm gonna pull up right here, right now. Here, check it out. I'm gonna pull it up. What's this? I'm gonna go to sleep now. Feast tomorrow. Generally, you get the best rest after this. Yeah, I hope so. I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah, this. This is the only piece of art. Why is my nickname Pooperman Flame? I think I told you about that, but that's completely unrelated. This is the only piece of art that Archive has ever made. It got flagged by Roblox moderation. I asked her to remake it. And it is, oh, let me check my phone. Oh, Friday, November 28th. She hasn't done anything for Somblocks since. She's done art for Odd Removed, and I acknowledged it publicly. Did you like the thumbnail, Flame? Yes, if we're talking about this one that I'm showing on screen right now, yes, I liked it. Flame, hey Flame leans on desk. If you need an artist, I'm always open for freelance. Well, I'm probably gonna need one after Archive and Viva left. So I'm gonna look after that, after the dust has settled on this. Anyways. Pretty much, this is the only thing Archive has ever made. She also claims like, oh, I was a head moderator. But how much does it mean being the head moderator if Roblox Wiki is a team server? We rarely have any like raids or issues of people spamming. So really, I'll give them credit where credit is due. Yes, she was the head moderator. If you looked at her roles back when she was in the server, you would have known. But there was rarely any issues on Roblox Wiki. So how much is it really just sitting there with the title of head moderator? Just bringing it up like it's nothing. Anyways, as I said, this was the first time I found out that they were putting her dog down. And please, everybody, look at the screenshot. Do you see anything wrong with me saying, take your time, it's understandable. If you need someone to talk to, oh my god, I can't talk, sorry. I'm here to help you through the loss. Take your time, it's gonna be okay. Sorry for your loss, just wanted to say that. Did I say something wrong? Ian says good night, yeah. Exactly. No. No, I didn't. Exactly what I fucking thought. She also shows me, I guess you could say, demoting her to concept artist. The reason why I made her a concept artist was because she did rarely any thumbnails. And when she had the time to, she didn't do them. No, she didn't. I'd like to bring up another example. Sobama Gaming. Sobama Gaming is, are 2 streams. Specifically the second one. Their streams were dedicated to show how the developers of Somblocks work on Somblocks itself. Everybody was in there just working. We were focused, we were locked in, working on the game. Archive joins the stream. You want to know what she was doing? She was playing Minesweeper on Roblox. The entire chat isn't even taking this seriously anymore. And I can understand why they're not. Because, like, bro, this fucking document is a joke. Shit, I gotta go. Peace out, everyone. Good luck, Flame. Thank you. Thank you so much. I fucking love Minesweeper, yeah. Yeah, she was playing Minesweeper. She got the time to work on the thumbnails. She didn't. She really didn't. Second half of the document is just them being petty. Yeah. Pepsi has pretty much all the information. I actually told... yeah, like we were playing, we were like fucking in Roblox Studio, locked in, working on the game, and then they just start playing Minesweeper. I told Archive, like, hey, if you're not gonna like work on the game, then you can just hop off the stream. I told her like respectfully, right? Well, guess that didn't sit right with her. Playing a tycoon or listening to this like it's Penguin Zero TBH, yeah. Quit your job, Flame. Play Minesweeper with me. If you're talking about Roblox Wiki, that's not my job, bro. Roblox Wiki is like a thing I do for fun. Anyways. By the way, here's the thing. She's like, she says that I disregard her work, but if you look at the screenshot right here, I say that like she did great on the Fisherman zombie, which was supposed to be an exclusive skin for her. Let that fucking marinate, please, please, just look at that. Quit your job, join my emo band. I'm in a band. I'm the bassist. Like, please, no, everybody, look. Just look. I know nobody's looking at the stream, but like, dude. You can see it right there. You liked my work, but didn't say it in a way I wanted. Exactly, that's literally just summarizes it. Here's the thing, another one. Oh, wait, no. Before I get to this, no. I'm gonna read this out. Aside from that, the only real concept art I ever did was Somlux Queen, whom Flame still couldn't give less of a shit about, which is blatantly false, because I told literally every single Roblox Wiki developer. When she did this, I told them, like, yo, this is fire. This is fire. I told them about this. Ryu, can you please confirm if you're still in the chat? Anyways, I was doing most of the talking anyways. He claims to be busy with high school, yet he somehow always had time to hang out with Rasmus and never me. Everybody watching this, please stop whatever you're doing right now and tell me, is it really that wrong for me to be saying, hey, I'm busy with fucking college, right? Not even high school, because it's just straight up college over here. I'm busy with that shit. And just not show proof. Like, what do you want me to do? Have a whole fucking video of what I do in class? Like, come on. Is it really that wrong? And they say like, oh, he was always hanging out with Rasmus, but never me. You want to know, you guys want to know why I never hanging out? I never, oh my God, I can't even talk, bro. This whole fucking document is giving me an aneurysm. This seems more like a personal beef than an exposed doc worthy. It really should have been settled in the end. Thank you, Mika. Thank you. You're saying what I'm fucking thinking. You get it. You get it. You actually get it. Oh my God. You want to know why? No. I got sidetracked. You want to know why I never managed to hang out with Archive? Because She never asked me to VC. I asked her to VC when I had the time, and we VC'd. It's not like I never hung out with her. I have VC'd with Archive. If we were both bored and we were talking, I was like, yo, you want to VC? Yeah. And we VC'd. Hell, does anybody here know the Celestial Realms? She got me into that. I started talking with her again after a while because she never mentions this, but there were periods of time where Archive would just avoid me. Just be very dismissive. And then I was like, yo, is everything okay? She's like, yeah, I've just been having bad days. Does she ever show anything about that? No, fucking course she doesn't. And I'm gonna pull up the DMs after this stream. And they fucked me over because they, like, now I'm gonna have to see how I can talk with Raven again, but... Dude, I'm gonna pull up the fucking counterpoints after I'm done with the stream, bro. Like, I ain't sleeping tonight. It's officially a new day. It's 12 a.m. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning, USA. She says that I always had time to talk with Rasmus. You guys want to know why Rasmus is always in my videos? I've known Rasmus for half a decade. He is the closest, like, bond that I have on Discord, as I mentioned. And if we have the time, me and Rasmus were like, yo, you want to VC? Sure. It's not like I VC with Rasmus all the time. There are times where he tells me, hey, not right now, I'm kind of busy, or hey, I'm going to go to bed. No, sure, it's fine. Like, bro. Nah. No, I'm not Sage. Yeah, no. I think Loki. I think Sage is not gonna. They. I have a feeling that they won't want to hear my side of the story. I'm Sky Forestin. Oh, okay. I see. So, Archive, if you're watching this, I'm sorry that you never asked me to VC. And the times that I did, or we did VC, that you asked me, which were very little times. She asked me just very, very little times to VC. And when I did ask her too, by the way. I'm so fucking sorry that I want to spend time with my best friend. I'm just sorry, man. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but this just seems really petty. This is just petty drama that could have been settled in DMs. Quite literally trying my best to beat the requirements of what he likes. Also, by the way, here's another thing. I'm gonna read this out loud too. But I would like to call out how he hired two artists, by the way. Me and AA is a genuinely talented artist and way better than I am. We are not on the same level of talent. Keep in mind that I've told him multiple times that I can't catch up to the same level of talent that AA has. I never, in my fucking life, ever asked them to be on the same level as AA. Correct me if I'm wrong. This just sounds like they're envying AA. Am I right or am I right? If I'm wrong, please tell me. Straight up projection, yeah. Yep. In fact, the reason why I wanted Archive to make the thumbnails of Soundblocks was so that the game could have, like, different art styles, you know, clashing shit. Yeah, it might have looked like ass, but the fuck do I care? It's my game. Never once did I expect her to be on the same level as AA. Never fucking once. But whatever. Surprise, surprise, I've been told now that Flame has been actually providing people with ideas on what to make. In my time with working with Flame, he has not once done these things. Hey guys, everybody, please go on the Autograph Removed fucking just go on the like development stuff. You see that one badge art that Archive made, by the way. Archive made that. I actually told her, hey, you can do this. A noob holding a dab star. What's the badge art? A noob holding a dab star. Come on, bro. Archiver's art was pretty good in my opinion. She made really good art. I praised her for her art. But guess that wasn't fucking good enough. Again, Archive, if you're watching this, man, I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry for not stroking your ego enough. For not just stroking that shit with both of my hands like it was fucking grippy. I'm sorry for not just giving you kick game, bro. Sorry. My bad, bro. My fucking bad. Should I let the authors of this masterpiece know about the response? You know what? Just do whatever the fuck you want, man. This really feels like a backstab to me. It really feels, because here's the thing. Never once in my life that I have any issues with Viva, who is the person who published this document. I genuinely, I have a sneaking suspicion, this is just me, that Archive got fucking pissed at me, didn't tell me anything about it, went to Viva, and they both agreed to make a Google Doc exposing me for a bunch of past shit I already apologized for. I'm trying to be as neutral as possible, but I'd have to read the document in detail, and I don't think I can do that at effing 3 a.m. Aleph, all you need to know is just a bunch of petty drama that could have been settled in DMs. All of the screenshots they show about me are just fucking taken out of context. And then most of the shit is just petty drama like, oh, he was hanging out with Rasmus, but not with me. Like, man, I am so fucking sorry for that. Like, that, Jesus, that's up there with shit like abuse and rape. Flame, I have a summary of the situation in the general chat. I highly recommend you forward it and announcements. Please pin the message for the people who didn't watch the live stream. Yeah, I will. I haven't checked Discord because I'm busy just skimming through this. But, not skimming through it, but just like, you know, dissecting, just giving my response on what they fucking say. I can't, bro, I'm so fucking stressed. I forwarded it to announcements, yeah. Thank you, Rio. Thank you. Thank you, Astro. I've gone repeatedly bashed with, you don't do shit for our wiki. Because it is true. Please, everyone, when you have the time, I urge you, go in. Oh, actually, no. You know what? No. You don't gotta do anything. I'm gonna do it for you. Most of the shit in the dev channels that Archive has posted are memes. Not one. And I am dead ass when I say not one singular development related thing. She's made comments on development stuff, sure. Has she ever posted any of the work she has done? No, the fuck she hasn't. So that's why I say that she doesn't do shit for our wiki. Because she really doesn't. She really hasn't. One thumbnail art, one badge art, went on hiatus after telling me that her dog was getting put down, which is completely valid, and I told her, take your time. It is okay. I am here for you. Guess that wasn't enough. Guess that was pretty fucking bad on my behalf. Ooh, shit. Can a brother get some fucking Claritin up in here? God damn. Anyways. The blame is on Flame. That is one sick bar. They're dropping a sick beat. They're doing a diss track on me next. I'd like to close off my segment with a few words I'd like to share. I don't think anyone should be collabing with Flame. I do not think he deserves such good things when he's generally a horrible person behind the scenes. If he himself is reading this part, I would like you to remove everything that I've contributed to Somblessaya and our wiki. I mean it. Which, I mean, I guess that's pretty easy because they really haven't fucking added anything. I mean, I guess the Tygal design, but I can probably just redesign that bitch in a minute. So, should be fine. Like, they'd be like, oh, yeah, remove everything I've done for Sunblocks in our wiki. What have they done? Remove my one piece of collaboration. By the way, that one piece of collaboration that she made, that one thumbnail, isn't even gonna be in the final game. You wanna know why? Because Roblox banned it. Roblox moderated it. I could low-key redesign Tygal to remove her contribution. Yeah, you can do that. We'll figure that out later. My ideas that I've given you are I've given you more ideas than you think. Which I have acknowledged each and every single one of the ideas she gives me for Sunblocks. The Zombie Queen. Fisherman Zombie. The Tygal redesign was made by her, and that got into the fucking game. Like, bro. Flamer, you ever gonna do the VC thing with us? Yes, I will. Just let me just hit this right here. The last part. Personal message to me. Flaming Stone. Oh, god damn. It says, Flame, you're such a horrible person. I hope you understand that the only reason you have your success is not writing off only my hard work, but my image. You use my developers to make your project only when they decide to work on it simply because their game was gone. Plus, you literally begged us to help you out. I was literally, like, managing most, if not the entire PonFest dev team. Vivo wasn't doing. He claims that I didn't do shit for our wiki. You do fuck all for your own games. As much as I was the director and particularly did concept art and some modeling and the main writing. Buddy, you forget to mention that I did all the building prototypes for PonFest. Most of the characters, Mr. R, Builderman, Shedletsky, Sorkas, who added them? Me. I was the one who went to Viva and said, yo, these characters, let's add them. I've built every single map for Sunblocks. I'm going to build, and if this still happens, I fucking, oh, pray to God. Every single map for All.Wav reused. I do all of my power to keep you off of your goddamn platforms. You want to know, hey, you guys want to know something funny? Viva barely talks to me. The only times I talk with that man is when I DM him. He barely talks to me. He started talking to me again. You want to know why he started talking to me again? Because he found out that I was collabing with Ryuft. And then, and only then, did he want to do music for me. After he stopped doing the Sunblock soundtrack. I'm gonna pull up the DM in a bit. Trust me when I say that shit, bro. Dude. And they say that I begged the PonFest devs, the QRG devs, to join me. I asked them, hey, y'all want to work on this? We ain't got nothing to do. The game got canceled. Was it so wrong for me telling them, let's all band together again because we got along so well. We have a good workflow together and make something new together, including Archive and Viva. Everybody, a whole new project that isn't PonFest. They willingly agreed. Please tell me, was it so wrong for me to do that? Was it so wrong for me to tell all of the QRG developers after the game got cancelled out of fucking nowhere? Exactly. Wasn't wrong. Y'all willingly agreed, and I'm gonna pull up the DMs. By the way, he still claims that the Roblox Wiki developers are his devs. Motherfucker. Like, he just handed everything over to me, man. When Ponfest was getting canceled, I'm going to pull up the DMs for this. And I'm going to put it up in Roblox Wiki for everyone to see. Alright? He asked me if I wanted to be the new owner of Ponfest. If I wanted to continue the project. I said, hey, that's kind of a big responsibility for me, man. Like, I don't think I'm ready to handle, like, a big community like that just yet. So he handed it over to Sickle. I asked him if I had the permission to use the Ponfest characters, and he said yes. And that he had no issues with it. Like, come on, bro. Get off the fucking internet. The public should know you're not only an egotistical piece of shit, but a manipulative loser as well. Don't make games and do your collabs a favor and disassociate with them so you don't taint their image even more. I do all of my power to keep you off your goddamn platforms. You sack of shit. God damn. I'm sorry if I sound like the egotistical loser that they say I am in this document, but this was probably the biggest joke of an exposed document that I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Like, tis ain't sweet, little bro. Tis ain't sweet. Like, my fucking god, bro. Viva, stop aura farming. Yeah, it's too good. He got me good. Show's over, guys. I'm gonna pull up some witnesses over here. Let's see here. Lightning Eddie, yo, wanna call? I don't think that's the time, Lightning. I don't think that's the time. Flame manipulated me, yep. No GG's, yeah. It's, So, for the main document, everything they go over here, this is, yeah, this is where I'm at with my posture on it. I'm sorry if it was very unprofessional, but in my opinion, this is all petty drama. They did this, like, when I was offline too, by the way. That's kind of a dick move. We in call. All right, let's see here. Here we go. Hello, everyone. I'm pretty sure the stream can hear you.
Ian, are you a robot by any chance?
Alright, let's try to take this a little bit seriously, considering whatever the fuck we just went over. But like, dude.
Yeah. How do you feel, man?
I feel. I want to laugh, but I'm at the same time like, shit. Like, Autobot Ryu in danger.
Well, I don't know. This situation isn't very serious considering
It
how
isn't.
shit the argument is.
Yeah.
If I was in this situation, I'd be happy. So, yo, this is free club. This is
Free
free
club,
club.
bro. Free club.
This makes the server more active, which means you can get potentially more money.
Yep.
You can become rich, dude.
Like, this is such a fucking joke, dude. Like, oh my god.
Jesus, bro. Unnecessary cancellation. Unnecessary dog, bro.
I don't
This
think
was
it's
all
more
unnecessary, bro.
God.
Very unnecessary, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just like,
Just so we confirm everything again. The Ryu being the gayest thing, is it an inside joke or not?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah.
like,
Ryu, are you offended
Yeah,
by
it's
any of the
anything
shit that I've
about
told you over the goddamn
before.
years, bro?
Yeah.
Over the goddamn months?
like basically every dev would have known that by now. That I'm gay. It's not really coming up.
Also, by the way, I want to show this. Hold on. I'm going to show this again. Oh, there goes my RDC. There goes my connection. Hold on. Be right back.